All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Boogie Down Bronx, Queens, OS Staten Island, my homeborough, Brooklyn. Back at it with another video, and this is going to be the aftermath video for the Ravens-Bengals wildcard game. First of all, Tyler Huntley played great. 17-29, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. He played great for a backup. We specify he played great for a backup. He did a good job. Excuse me. I apologize for that. This game was much closer than I thought it was going to be. 24-17. I think it was going to be that. Let me tell you something, man, and I know a lot of people are going to say, going to get mad at me for this. Had Lamar Jackson played, the Ravens might have won this game, okay? Now, he didn't play, okay? So I'm not one of those people like, oh, if it was the fifth, we'd all be drunk, okay? But I'm telling you, if he did, they probably would have won, okay? I know the Bengals fans are going to get mad at me. Congratulations to the Bengals. Congrats to the Bengals. Congrats. Bengals fans, you guys are going to be mad at me for too long. But, they won. Joe Burrow, of course, played great, 23-32, 209 yards, 1 touchdown. He played a very good game, but hey, I mean, gotta give it. The Ravens played very good. They were a messed up Hail Mary away from winning that game, or sending the game to overtime, I should say. And then in overtime, who knows what would have happened in the jungle, Cincinnati. And this dude Herbert, Tyler Huntley fumbled the ball on the 1 yard line, and he ran back 98 yards for a touchdown. It reminded me a little bit of the James Harrison pick six, not entirely, but James Harrison's pick six was a huge momentum changer in that Super Bowl against the Cardinals. This was a huge momentum changer in this playoff game for the Bengals. Okay, like I said, this dude, had he was able to hold on to the ball, who knows what would have happened. But let me tell you about Lamar Jackson. Is the Lamar Jackson era over in Baltimore? I believe so. Where Lamar's going to go, I don't know. I mean, everybody says Miami. I've heard some people say Atlanta. Before the NFL season, somebody suggested Detroit, which I didn't even talk about. I might have to do a video on that. Lamar Jackson to the Detroit Lions. That might be interesting, But if I'm Lamar Jackson, this is what I do. I go to the Ravens. Look, I'll come back on a few conditions. One, you give me one, you fire Harbaugh and you fire Roman. John Harbaugh is done to me. He's had that job long enough. He's been there since 2008, so he's been there for 15 years. Those first 5 years, they were exceptional. They got to the playoffs every year. They ended up winning the Super Bowl. But after that Super Bowl, they've only made the playoffs, 2014, 18, 19, 20, and 22. They only made the playoffs 5 times in the 10 years since that Super Bowl. He had some stinker seasons. 2013, they went 8-8, missed the playoffs. 2015, granted, all the starters got hurt, and they went 5-11, so I'll kind of give them a pass because starters got hurt. 2016, they lose. They get knocked out of the playoffs thanks to Antonio Brown, reaching his arm over the goal line. 2017 was the worst. I mean, it's fourth down, and you need to beat the Bengals, get in the playoffs. You give up a huge fourth down, the Bengals win that game. You get knocked out of the playoffs, unforgivable. And then last season, they were 8-3 to start the year, and they lost 6 games in a row. And a few of those L's were his fault. I mean, you're the worst team in the NFL on 2-point conversion. You still go for 2? Are you an idiot or something? And Greg Roman, no, clearly they don't want to use Lamar. They don't want Lamar to get better throwing the football. They don't spend money in free agency to go a big time free agent. Rashad Bateman. The Ravens have I've done videos on this in the past. The Ravens have a horrible history at drafting wide receivers, and even when they get star receivers, they don't use them. Anquan Bolden, who should be in the Hall of Fame, never had a 1,000-yard season in Baltimore. He goes to San Francisco at 30+ years old and has back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. They got rid of Torrey Smith. I have no idea why. They got Steve Smith when he was past his prime. The Ravens have a horrible history at wide receiver. Okay? And Lamar Jackson should know that. But if I'm Lamar, I'm going to fire Harbaugh, fire Greg Roman, and trade for DeAndre Hopkins. Do anything you can to get DeAndre Hopkins. And also draft a wide receiver in the first round, a top-notch wide receiver in the first round. Okay, if Harbaugh gets fired, who should the head coach be? I've heard Eric Bieniemy, the OC for Kansas City. I'd go after him. And I know some of you people are like, oh, of course, a black guy wants a black guy to head coaching job. Look, bro, if you're going to say that, don't even comment. If you're listening to this video and you say, oh, of course you want a black guy to get a head coaching job, don't even fucking comment. Just leave. Okay? I don't got time for the bullshit. But, Eric Bieniemy was the OC for Patrick Mahomes. Maybe he could show Lamar Jackson a few tricks in terms of improving his throwing. And like I said, trade for DeAndre Hopkins. If the Ravens aren't willing to do any of that, dip. They said go to Atlanta. You can go to Miami. I saw a reporter said the Detroit Lions. I saw another reporter say the Jets. Another reporter said the Raiders. Look, I don't know about all that, but the Dolphins and the Falcons. And the Lions are teams I'm looking at, particularly the Dolphins. But is the Lamar Jackson era over? It might be. I think it is. But hey, again, if I'm Lamar, I'm going into that office and I'm saying, fire Harbaugh, fire Roman, get DeAndre. If not, bye. Like Chris Brown said, chucking up the deuces. But congrats to the Cincinnati Bengals on advancing. And, I'll do a Super Bowl prediction video later on. It'll probably upload later today. But tell me in the comment section, what do you guys think? I'm going to see you all.